Hey, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, and on this episode, we're going to do intermittent fasting food with lazy keto full day of eating. Coming up next. Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, and on this episode, we're going to do intermittent fasting food with lazy keto full day of eating. What do I eat in a full day with intermittent fasting food and with my lazy keto food, with some spice of easy keto thrown in there. So before we dive into the video, make sure you give this video a big old thumbs up. Put in the comment intermittent fasting if you want to see more videos just like this one. And also make sure you click subscribe here or here on one of the sides and click the bell so you can see all of my awesome videos that relate to keto, intermittent fasting, weight loss, and all those things associated with that. Now let's dive into the content.
Morning, what can I get for you?
Good morning. Can I please get a Trenta iced coffee with no classic and light heavy cream, like super light heavy cream?
All right, anything else?
That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Sweet husband made me my James Madison coffee, my James Madison University coffee, but I wanted some more coffee. I'm thirsty. So I got also at Starbucks a Trenta iced coffee, no classic, with light heavy cream. That's the color. That's the color I like. It should not be white. It should not be like creamy. I just do a little bit in there. So I had questions about what does this break my fast? So for intermittent fasting, I do have a coffee with heavy cream in it. It is on page 254 of Dr. Fung, who's the daddy of intermittent fasting. Dr. Fung's complete guide to intermittent fasting. He talks about what breaks a fast and what doesn't break a fast. Dr. Fung has subsequently come out with further information. He has a Facebook group that he actually is like active in. It's pretty cool and it's free. So I have learned some other additional things that part of that book has changed. For example, he talks about more about autophagy, and the protein in this helps stop or lessen autophagy. We don't know a ton about autophagy right now. There's not a lot of research being done on it, but it's an amazing thing, right? It helps with precancerous cells, helps with Alzheimer's, it helps with a ton of cool things. But I'm getting off the topic at hand. The topic at hand is that it does not break a fast per his book. If I am incorrect in that, Dr. Fung has come out with a new statement, which he has recently on. For example, in his book, he says you can break your fast with nuts. Like if you want to stop your fast, have nuts 30 minutes prior, and then have a meal 30 minutes after you eat the nuts. But then he said that the nuts are really bad for your digestive tract. So for intermittent fasting, some of the things have changed with that. So I'm going to go with, this is on page 254 of Complete Guide to Fasting, and that my heavy cream does not break my fast. It's also such a nominal amount, relatively speaking, that it's working. On my 67-pound weight loss, it is working. Put in the comments below if you've read Dr. Fung's Complete Guide to Fasting. I love that book. It's such a good book. Such a good book. So one of my techniques for extending fast is using this MALDON salt. Keto Butter Buddies gave me the idea to use it. It's awesome. I keep it in my pocketbook, just put a pinch on my tongue. It works great to help extend fast. It works great to help extend fast and to get minerals in. I love this stuff. It really is awesome. And I find that it's somewhat better than Himalayan salt. I'm kind of liking it more. And I love the little tins. The tins make it fun. So I'm a major proponent of the Keto Mojo. I do this to track my blood to see specifically where my ketones are with fasting, with intermittent fasting, and with lazy keto. It helps me stay on track. Pee sticks do not work. Save your money. Do not waste your money on it. Blood tests work. You don't have to use the Keto Mojo. There's cheaper versions out there, but I particularly like this product because it comes with, this is my tracking stuff, it comes with the ketone reader, or you can do glucose, so you can flip back between the two to see how your blood sugar is doing and how your ketones are doing. And I have a tracker log if you want it for free. It's totally like my free gift to you. I can put that also if you just put in the comments that you're interested in more information about this. I totally will put the Keto Mojo link in the description. And actually, I'll just put in the description the link for Keto Mojo and also the free tracker that it comes with, like that I've created with it. It makes it really simple to see like how am I doing week to week, month to month. And blood is a great way, like that's the way that you can tell easily and quickly to help punt to plan B. If say like the scale's not moving, but your blood work is really good, for me that's been super helpful to keep the mind effery away. And just like this, I insert it in, I put it in, it's telling me to put the blood in, bada bing, bada boom. It does a cool countdown and then it gives you the reading. I'm getting set to go to the gym. There's my little shadow back there. Get into the gym and get some lifting in, and there's porch up. Everyone's coming out for me going to the gym. That's one way if I don't like my ketone readings on my Keto Mojo, that I help boost them up is getting a really good sweaty workout in to help increase my ketones. And again, pee strips don't work, just blood testing is what I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about pee strips, just to be clear. I've got a super helper helping me here. We're filling 2 cups of cheese into here. I'm just getting it up to the line. Okay, now go ahead and dump that in the bowl. Good job. And we're gonna use a cup of our almond flour. In the description link below, I will put a link for almond flour if your store doesn't readily have one. And I'll let Duke here put in some almond flour. So we're gonna put this in the microwave and microwave this for a little bit, and then we'll do that several times. So we're just gonna make little pizza crust shells, little mini ones. And we're gonna go this way, there we go. Let's get the next set of pizza dough. Will you smash it?
No. Smash.
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 You can see my next batch is going. I'm just gonna flip these over and put them back into the oven. So these are gonna go back into the oven, cook them for a few more minutes. Got my next batch going up there. We are multitasking. Gonna get these in and we're gonna freeze a bunch of them also in addition to eating some of them. Hey, if you're loving this video, put down in the comments intermittent fasting and give this video a big old thumbs up. Now back to the content. So I've got my next set ready to go in. Dogs are coming over to help clean up. These are ready to go. So here's the end result of them. I'm just gonna let these cool and then we're gonna put our pizza sauce and our actual pizza toppings on them. The other ones are still cooking. In here, these are the ones that are gonna get frozen. Applesauce is very excited that I'm cooking these because I keep spilling everything on the floor. So we're going to use this. This is the sauce from Aldi. I like this sauce. It's like a quarter, but more importantly, the carbs are good. It's 4 carbs per 1/4 a cup. Sugars are pretty good on it. This is if you can get under 4 carbs for 1/4 a cup, you're doing well. So we're gonna put some of them are gonna have tomato sauce with fresh mozzarella, and then some of them are gonna have pesto. I learned this at the Gentle Harvest keto event I went to, putting pesto, and I'm gonna use goat cheese with it for some of them. Here's our crusts. We have others that are in the oven, and I actually need to still flip these over, but these are the ones that are done that we're actually going to have for lunch today. Dogs are coming around. So what we're doing here with our method is we're just using literally like one of our barbecue brushes and just lightly dusting as to not have that many carbs, because we want to watch our carb count on this. I've got an expert helper helping me put the fixins on. These are the actual pizza ones. Didn't do a good job. And then these are going to be my pesto goat cheese ones. I just used my Elmo scooper to get the pesto out. It is 2 carbs per 2 tablespoons of pesto. I'm gonna put my goat cheese on top, sprinkle a little on there. I'm gonna go freeze these. I have no idea if this is gonna taste good, but I feel like if I just freeze it and then I can pop it in one day into the oven frozen, it will taste really good. So I'm gonna put it in my little bag and get it in the freezer. Here's my freezer packages. I'm just gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer, and these for a quarter's worth, and I will have them all set to freeze and use when we're all set to use them. And here is my keto meal planning system. That'll also be down in the description link below. Doing a little ice bath to help get the shells off the boiled eggs. Pork chop is helping out here. We're gonna let these hang out in the ice bath for a few minutes so the shell will easily come off once I'm ready to make them. So I just took the shells off using my little ice bath, dipped them in there to make sure there's no shells on them, and then I let them kind of sit because I don't like having wet eggshells, like wet white parts. So I'm just gonna let these sit for a minute and get dry so they're not so moist. So I'm gonna I just halved all of my eggs. I'm gonna put all the yolks into a little Ziploc bag. I'm gonna put my mustard, my apple cider vinegar, and also my mayonnaise. Applesauce is very into this as well. Primal mayonnaise is best for keto. I will put that in the description link below. I prefer Duke's just in terms of taste. It does have soybean oil in the ingredients, which is inflammatory and not super good. However, it does not have sugar added. So I'm well aware making a conscious choice to use the soybean oil, but knowing it does not have sugar added like other mayonnaises do, but Primal mayonnaise is the best. So I'm gonna scoop out all these yolks, put all my ingredients in, and then I'll have my piping bag all set, and my empty egg whites all set to be piped. helping me. Then I just mash these all together in my piping bag and literally just mix the ingredients by squishing it together. So now I have all my ingredients mixed in my piping bag. I will just cut the end of the tip off, and then I can pipe them into all of my egg whites to make beautiful deviled eggs. Here's my hack. I don't want to have these until later, so I've just literally got the piping stuff set, and this can hold, you know, for like a day of being made together. So for my fast breaker, I was trying to work on my 24-hour fast and getting through intermittent fasting, and my intermittent fasting food that I broke it with was, of course, keto, which is high fat, moderate protein, low carb. And with lazy keto, I'm doing that same lifestyle basically. So I had broke my fast with deviled eggs, which were amazing. If you want that recipe, will you put it in the comments below? I can totally do a video on it of how I make them ketofied. I have some special ingredients in there. If you're interested, put it in the comments below. Totally will do a video if there's interest in it. I also had my FATHEAD keto pizzas. If you want that recipe for how you make the dough, I will put that in the description link. I usually make big ones, but this time I decided to make little individual sized ones, and I ended up freezing them that were pre-made, and they've worked out beautifully. I didn't put that in when I was making them, but I've had them this past couple of weeks, and they've been awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you can make them, freeze them, and then you just simply put them in the microwave or heat them up after you've had them in the freezer. Kind of like a DiGiorno type pizza, but ketofied, and it will help you save money. So that was my fast breaker. Totally amazing, totally delicious. For dinner, we went out to a Mexican restaurant. Does anyone else out there have a hard time at Mexican restaurants with the chips? My secret is that I order guacamole when we get there, and I kind of put a little portion of the guacamole on my plate, use a fork, and just nibble on that while everyone else is having the chips. And then that keeps me satiated. It keeps me in the mix of the Mexican flair. But I also am not super, super tempted by that because usually the guacamole tastes pretty dang good. So I had that with the steak fajitas. We do know that from my keto veggie video, I'll put that in the description link below too, that net carbs for onions are higher than some of the other vegetables you could potentially get. So I basically just picked around and had the steak in it. It was so dang good, with some cheese, with some sour cream, and with some guacamole. Again, a lazy keto meal for sure, but really, if lazy keto is wrong, I don't want to be right. It was just so easy, right? Like, this is easy keto. This is easy keto. This is lazy keto. It makes for intermittent fasting foods after you break your fast simple. It's something that I'm looking forward to. And I found myself with intermittent fasting foods, I'm craving higher quality lazy keto foods. The more I do fasting, the more I want higher quality lazy keto foods. But also the more I want it to be easy. Like, I just want easy keto foods that are healthful, that are good, but with a busy lifestyle of having a 3-year-old, a hot husband, and multiple businesses. Like, it needs to be simple. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that all makes sense. But that's what I had for my lazy keto dinner. It was so stinking delicious. So good. And this is going to enable me. So I've done, if you've been kind of following my journey with my intermittent fasting times, I've been doing 17-hour fast, 18-hour fast, 20-hour fast, 24-hour fast. And so now that I did a 24-hour fast, I'm going to ease off. And tomorrow is going to be just a light day of where I'm not like, I'll eat whenever I feel like I need to eat. I'm not going to have a structured fasting time on that. And if you want to see my stair-step method for intermittent fasting, I have a free printable. It's totally free. It's down in the description link below, as is my free Aldi keto shopping list. If you're not quite sure what to get, that is also in the description link below too. I got lots of free goodies, guys. Free goodies, and my free keto meal plan. That's also in the description link below too. My gift to y'all, because I love our community. I love our community of losing weight counts and countesses here with the keto lifestyle, the lazy keto lifestyle, or the keto lifestyle and intermittent fasting. So friends, I've gotten a bunch of DMs on Instagram and on Facebook, some messages and things like that in the comment section. I wanted to say, for keto, y'all don't have to do any pills, shakes, coffees, teas, anything like that. Like, really, you can just eat clean, organic food. The things that I have sponsorships for are like grass-fed delivery meat, the keto bars, because they're like delicious candies. They're so freaking amazing, but they have good, clean keto ingredients in them. But they're not like pills, shakes, things like that. Like you don't need that. Seriously, you don't need that for weight loss. Like in my 67-pound weight loss, you don't save your money and invest that into grass-fed products or organic products. Do the best that you can afford, but save your hundreds and thousands of dollars, people. And, oh my God, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart when I hear people say that they spent all this money on that crap because you don't need it. You don't need it. I'm gonna go pick up my little boy, but I just want to say, you don't need that stuff. Like, you don't need that stuff. Invest it into real food. And if someone tries to pitch you those pills, shakes, coffees, teas, whatever, like the fake food, you run. Literally, you run in the opposite direction. You run. And I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. Okay. Down in the comments, intermittent fasting. If you are loving this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you click subscribe. And have you gotten my free Aldi keto shopping list printable? It's down in the description link below, and my free keto weekly meal plan. If you don't know what to eat on keto, sign up for it down below too. It is also free, my friends. That's also down in the description link below. Let's make it a powerful day. Bye, guys.